Greetings. Greetings, 1 hour. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Where's our secretary? At exactly 8 a.m., I hereby call this house to order. So we're going to start with the reading and adoption of our agenda. My AG, good morning, ma. The meeting has started. I believe you all have copies of the minutes and the agenda. Okay, but before we do that, let's be upstanding for the Rotary Grace. The Rotary Grace. Oh, the giver of all praise for our day. A Rotary and the calls to serve the honor. Okay. So reading and adoption of the agenda. Rotarian Lasisi, I greet you. Good morning. You're welcome. Rotarian Tebira, I cite you online. Rotarian Muna, I cite you online. Rotarian Prince Femi, thank you for joining us. Those present, Rotarian MEC Balogun, you're welcome. Rotarian Ajani Muspal, Cody, you're welcome. Rotarian Bolwatu, you're welcome. Our guests, apologies, a business meeting. My AG, you need to advise our guests, considering today is a business meeting. Rotarian Femi, you're welcome. Good morning. Rotarian Adetola, good morning. Rotarian Bewa, good morning. Rotarian Adetutu, good morning. Our secretary, you're welcome. Our vice, you're welcome. Our charter president, you're welcome. Thank you for being here early on the time. Our president-elect, you're welcome. Good morning. My agent, we can. Okay, so can someone move the motion for the adoption of the agenda? You are recognized with your agenda. I think we are politically and regularly in every work assembly, because the future aspect of this wouldn't law. I'm of the opinion that we probably can get your hand.
the agenda, sinking fund should be included so that we can continuously upload reminding ourselves our office.
Thank you, Rotary Nigeria, for that observation. So the sinking fund should be visible in the agenda. So we can discuss, we can discuss as part of this. Is there any observation? Can we now move a motion for the adoption of this agenda? Can I have someone move?
Look for the a motion for the adoption of the agenda for today.
Thank you, Rotary Mr. Balogun. Can we have someone second that motion? Thank you so very much. For the benefits of everyone, I'll have our secretary just quickly read through the minutes of the last meeting.
Good morning, Assistant President. Leaders of the House, fellow Rotarians, friends, no friends. Called together by the old president at exactly 5:03 p.m. Reading an adoption of the agenda was moved. Adoption of the agenda was moved by the afternoon and seconded by Rotary according. Reading an adoption of the last minutes was moved by Rotary Musbah Ajani and seconded by Rotary Ibrahim Lawal. Business of the day. First is strategic planning. The old president called on the chairman strategic planning committee, Past President Michael Akam, to give their presentation as it could not be delivered at the last club retreat held at Agara. The chairman came forward but informed and cited some issues with the committee coming up with the presentation. He apologized on behalf of the committee and requested that another opportunity to be given to them to shift the presentation to the second meeting of the Rotary year, as it being a business meeting. The old president granted the request. It was also suggested that the chair should always update members on their progress frequently. 20th anniversary celebration. The old president invited the chairman to give members details on how far the preparation had gone towards the event. The chairman came up and started by appreciating members for the use of every far towards the success of the upcoming ceremony and award session and the charter of the new club, RCD. He also gave brief on the entertainment section and refreshment. The chairman noted that the attendance projection is 200 guests. He encouraged members that are yet to make payments for their access card to do so before next Tuesday to enhance proper planning of the committee ahead of the event. The chairman also gave details on how the 20th anniversary bouquet outlook and content will be. Fellowship venue. The coming president was saddled with the task for a new venue for our weekly meeting and informed members that so much work is ongoing towards getting a conducive venue for our members. He also approached Rotary Hotel, but the management said Fridays is not available as training sessions are held at that particular time. Radisson Hotel is another venue approach, which would be a conducive venue we could use. The current president informed members that the management of the facility center usually give their meeting for 500,000 and is negotiating for a more discounted rates. Proposed annual dues. The incoming president Chavajle will give to tell the information on the expected annual dues and area for the next 2 years. There was a chart sent on the Strictly Rotary platform as to what is expected. RI rates 1,381, RI dues $91.5, District dues, 90,800, club 28,000, giving a total of 174,161 naira. Rent, which is $100, is 138,100 naira. Total will be 312,261 naira. AOB, meeting time. The incoming president, Tarajio Mayor, moved a motion that the meeting time be moved from 7 a.m. for 7:30 a.m. 7 a.m. for 7:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. to 8 a.m. from the next Rotary year, considering the trend of members not arriving early enough for our weekly meetings. Adjournment. Lieutenant Samuel moved the motion for adjournment of the business meeting and seconded by Rotary Roland. The meeting was brought to close at exactly 8 p.m. Thank you, my President.
Let's give our secretary a round of applause. Thank you so much. So at this particular time, can we have, do we have any comments or feedback, reaction to? Okay. Rosanna, can you please observe?
I think we have 3 past presidents in this house. And I need their attention to this critical point I actually want to make. The minutes, firstly, the minutes of the last assembly is not up to date. And I will point those things that was mentioned in the last club assembly. Representative, so please, your attention is also needed. In the last meeting, I vividly pointed out that anyone who is not ready to serve should not always signify for elected offices. That is the office of the secretary. Second minutes of the club assembly of last Rotary year was not properly recorded. And in the third club assembly, when that minute was presented, we all jettisoned it in this gathering, that the secretary should go ahead and edit and update that minute and be presented before the board and on strictly Rotary platform. That was not done. And I said in that meeting that the reason behind that is that when decisions are made, we can always have a template to make reference to. There's also time at also meeting or what have you. We mentioned this, and each and every of us can check our mail and figure it out. It's not written here. That is one. 2, seeking fund in our bylaw and constitution while it was written. In this club, we said that every Rotary year, every president are all expected to put a minimum of 1 million naira into that account. We observed that for the past year that has not been done. Then we came up with the idea of 50% of our SA put into that account. And the president said that it's only 500,000 naira that has been kept into that account. That's old president. And I stood up, I made a comment that is contrary to what is written in the now was that after the presentation of the financial report, I look at our essay. It's what the presenter I worked on. I look at our essay. I look at our expenses. After the cost of minus, we have about 7.5 or what have you. And I made a calculation, I calculated 15% of that amount of money. It amounted to 1,050,000 naira, which means that we should not add on at least into that account, but that was not done and that was not captured in this minute. Also, we have district grants. District grant. I'm a member of the board and I'm a member of the project committee. Vice project chair in last Rotary year. district grant was given to us. The only thing I saw on the board platform was that we've been given the district grant, and we are going to make use of it to construct a borehole. And I made a comment because I could remember that the project chair emphasized on borehole at the sharing, that the surface of the land, we will discuss it here, that the land, the borehole there might not be look for another area where source can be placed. And I raised those points on that board meeting, on that board platform where such was posted. And all I could see was noted. And that's all. And as I noted, the last the IBB went ahead to construct the project in that place without the knowledge of the court. None of the court member are 100% sure that if any court member will be aware of the signatories to that account. And what the bylaw says is what I stated in the last meeting. I'm trying to report again. What I stated, what our bylaw states is that no president, and I'm repeating it, no president is expected to unilaterally carry out a project without the knowledge of the court or the member of the store. It is not an individual business. It is our business. It's our money, not individual money. That was not captured. And I also made mention of the financial differences on what was posted on the screen. I started by looking at the income and expenditure. And I said we have about 4.5 million between the income and expenditure. That was not equally captured in this meeting. And the difference ought to have been explained to us. And all that I made mention now are not in this unit. The purpose of this unit is for reference purpose. The purpose of my submission is for transparency purpose. And president should know. I'm saying it with my little knowledge in Rotary, and the part of it in our bylaw and constitution, that no president or president of Rotary Club not expected to carry out knowledge of the board member. I submit for now.
Thank you so much, Rotary and Ajani, for your observations. I'll quickly recap it, and I believe our secretary is noting them. If they've been missed, they will be captured now and noted within this 12 assembly minutes. And just to summarize, we have missing details for Rotary and Ajani. They are not paying attention. We have missing details from previous minutes of the 12 assembly. It was later presented and it wasn't fully adequate. You commented on it within this minute, which is not.
That's a nice disguise pass.
The amendment of the last two club attempts should be captured correctly and posted on the Rotary platform. Fund accounts for the last 2 or 3 years. I said I was meant to go to thinking fund.
Which one are joining?
Accounts in the last 2 or 3 years was not done. District grants, the board were not properly carried along when carrying out the project of the borehole at sharing. Okay, it's being carried out at the sharing. Then the differences there was a 4.5 million difference between the income and expenditure of the last 3-year financial. Which there was no concrete explanation for.
Yeah, past President John Daniel Lawal. So that's my ability to capture the omissions from the previous minutes. So can we move, if there are no other comments as regards that last minute, can someone move a motion for the adoption by CP? President. In the absence of no further spirit, I will take the adoption of it.
Okay, my irresistible president is. The IPP of this Golden Club. Thank you. Thank you of this great club. Hereby support.
Can you please help us decorate our essay for today? Thank you so much.
Yeah, with great pleasure to decorate France and very dedicated.
I see. Thank you very much. Just ensure that we have decorum, please. Yeah, thank you so much. So matters arising, move into matters arising from the last minutes. Strategic planning. Unfortunately, this morning we don't have our council chair and the person of PP. Michael Akamo, he has sent his apologies that he won't be able to be, he won't be available today. However, we still intend to move forward with working on our strategic plan for today, and to help us do that, to ensure that we make the best use of our time today. Rotarian past President Daniel Lawal will anchor the collaborative session that we'll be working through our strategic plan today. Still on strategic planning, do we have any feedback or contribution towards that? Okay, so we move over to the 20th anniversary go at the Rotary Center. Our CP, would you want to give us a summary of that? Or do you have any feedback on it, on the 20th anniversary? Okay. Fellowship venue. Our Rotary Martins is up. Go observe by people.
Once again, my president, since the CP does not want to give us a report of or you don't want to give us a review and what we feel like a review to coming out of retirement. That's coming true. And for as good as the jobs at the last club said, we answers to all our questions. We say the truth to ourselves, not because we are castigating anybody. We are not saying we have not done a good job, but there are certain things that should not repeat themselves when it comes to Omole-Golden. We all believe we are a brand. That brand has specific qualities to it that must not be eroded. We got feedback. I was sitting at the back on the same table with my PhD, and then very close to the power table where the PG, third, and the PA. Certain comments on observation put there on that day was not truly palatable. And those comments, nobody will put it in black and white and send it to the club. Nobody will say it to you outside this club as president. It is only club members that can rise up and say that we have not done well enough. Number one, that venue was too small for that event. I had the PS. They underrated themselves. Have an emergency exit in that hall. That's a bit of a passing conversation between him and the club. That is why giving too much to the musician, taking like 1/3 or 1/4 of the entire hall with a stage, and that stage was not used for the purpose of either presentation or when my IBB was invited to make presentation. The whole place looked so untidy, and nobody was happy, and nobody was happy for the fact that the club was portrayed
It has done in 20 years. So these are feedbacks. We cannot redo it, but the thing is, we should note it. We are going to celebrate 21st, we are going to celebrate 22nd, we are going to celebrate 25th. We should not downplay our brand the way we did at that 20th anniversary. That is one. Number two, going forward, I would like, I want to make a suggestion. Okay, I'm running off with the suggestion. I want to suggest that since we have crossed the 20 years thing, we should go start either in our Bible or anything that the date of the club, the charter day of the club must be celebrated. Even if you are not celebrating the sitting president, or something to show that you are doing something on that day, to avoid the kind of wrong thing that happened this year, that we did not get an information about we celebrating the charter day until a month or 2 months to the event, and we have to keep on shifting the date. That date should be sacrosanct. It's like the independence of Nigeria. You cannot say you want to do this on the 2nd. It should be 1st of October. So, my president, even if you are not doing anything, I want to suggest, maybe by a motion or whatever, that this club must always have a program. It's not necessarily going to be a party. The sitting president country that on our charter day is forward.
Rotary 4 points, but kept saying one.
I want to appreciate Rotary Gathering for all the 4-in-1 comments that he has made. I will start from the last comment he made. Let's have one else. I think I will start from where he ended. I will support the concerning our, it should be sacrosanctly put that date for any event. This is the club assembly, we can agree such, and it goes into the bylaw. that on the 8th, we should leave it open that same day. Because I would have all known, so to make the call to say that that is the date, there was no word of words would have known that I really support that date. So that's number one. Number two, concerning stories, very important for us to measure time within our club about the knowledge of some topic. Make it at shallow level, but there are reasons to certain things, certain actions that happens within us. And that is what I want to say with regard concerning the emergency exit. There's an emergency exit that leads to the reception. If the DS does not know, it's because the DS was not part of that planning. We have an emergency exit there behind the building that leads to the reception. And I think I took that exit twice. So the DS, Rotary, was speaking out of, not having that knowledge. So that's number one. Number two is the vehicle capacity. Yes, it might look the way it is. The reason why, the only reason we can say that capacity is not enough was because all the ACs are not working. After a while, in the course of that program, you will see that there are spaces after some people have gone out. So 200 is the capacity, is the comfortable capacity for that place. But for the fact that the ACs are not working. For virtual, I want to say that considering the timing we have used to produce that virtual,
Seriously, because listen, business meeting. Sure, so every point that was raised by CP Daniel is so valid. That ordinarily he was not supposed to even defend any of them at all. Are we talking about the capacity? Are we talking about whatever is there? There's analysis. You are spending Rotary for that matter. No. Also, please, on behalf of all the stream, the whole members, but it was very enjoyable for us was the 20th anniversary. Thank you.
Very good morning. My contribution to this topic, run projects like this. The original plan, which was 137, and received a new rate of 1535. And that means that there might be slight changes to what we have. But the board sat and reviewed this a couple of days ago, and we decided that when we get the RI invoice, right, we're going to get the RI's invoice, and once we get the RI invoice, we will be allowed to be for our members to be and whatnot. And we believe that between now and the next 1 week, we should have received that invoice from RI. But up until that time, members are encouraged to continue to pay as they've been doing before now. Okay, my PG, you want to observe? Yeah. So you can have this.
Yes, my President, thank you. Yes, I think what we agreed on was that we should encourage people to pay. But then they should know that there could be variation in future as a result of an exchange rate. And I know that I spoke to the president and the treasurer concerning payment when we received what was sent on the platform. I said, for those people that paid early, at least, let early be going to RI every week, because by the following week or month, that rate could change and alter what they have paid. I don't know whether that is case, but as it is now, it is clear that the teams vary from time to time. But Eric, that and whoever that catering that we now deal with annual, I think going forward, that will be fine. Thank you.
Thank you, PG. Can someone please pass the mic to PG available?
You want to use your mic, but no problem. I'll use the second mic. Myself, President, I think part of what we also discussed about is that RI sends their dates. RI sends the bill. Now RI will not send the bill for the whole year at once. So you send the bill, which is what happened last month. When we all have to pay 30,000 naira, I think you need to let members know that even what we because even the bill that you get now remains now later in the year. However, the differential may be more or maybe less, you know. So I hope that when it is less, we'll get the fund, because like I said, and I still state that the World Bank says that Nigeria, our exchange rate will remain at between 1.4 and 1.5, even till the end of the year. So if it stays as that means we'll still retain the exchange rate that we're using now. But at least let members know that it may be as it will. Thank you.
Thank you, PG, available and PG. Your suggestion. Oh, AG. AG, United Kingdom. It's good to see you. She's from United Kingdom. So the points are noted. The plan is to do the area every week, once every week, we remit the area to the districts. Favor? Yeah. ING, please come forward to this side of the table. You're welcome, sir.
Yeah, good morning, my Rotary President, fellow Rotarians. I just want to add my voice to the voice of the past president's question about our annual dues. I want us to know that it's a very important aspect of our membership as Rotarians. Be that as may, we know that there are variations in the remember also calling your annual dues and your area, to pay semi-annual dues and bulk up with area. That's, in that way, the calculation is very easy. Subtracting is very easy. So I think that we should appeal to members. We probably talk to the treasurer. This is semi-annual dues. This is the X amount of semi-annual dues. And if you are paying every food is 138,000 or 150,000, pay that. This is half semi-annual half is about I think half semi-annual is about it's something. It's something. So try and do that. It's something else. So let me improve so that you don't have issues in the calculation later. Because anybody that plays may have feel that I'm painful area. Fraction and addition for us.
Thank you, P.P. Favor, for that observation. It's duly noted. Once we receive the, we're expecting to get the RI's invoice, say by next week. So we know the actual. Like PHO will be the actuals. But once we receive those calculations, we'll know exactly how much semi-annual dues are, and we'll know what half of it is and what the area is. As of today, area is 153,000 naira. AG, if you're okay.
I want to say this concerning our dues. When you look at that figure, it looks so scary. It looks so scary, and well, I don't know. And I can imagine what the feelings of a lot of us have. Look at that figure, 300 and something thousand. And that is not just enough. Looking at maybe that would be the cost of it. I want to say this.
Can we have one house, please? One house.
To retain our members. You see, one, Ghana have tried it. Maryland have done it. They call it club in club. We don't have to be afraid. The new club that has just been formed, I understand. I don't know how far it is true. They are all Polaris. That is what they want to start with. All Polaris fellows. So if you are going to be all my president, you can use the opportunity to form another club, please. Let me land. Well, I mean, that's just a suggestion. We can form a club in club. They call it club in club, and then it will be there are some clubs that don't pay everything. They don't kill themselves over it. They say if you are ready to pay, you can pay. If you are not ready, it's not going to be part of their case. If you are going to be an all-airy club, there won't be need for us to be saying, let's separate this, let's do this. We are all airy club, we are all airy club. If you are not an airy club, then we are not. We have to stay on one. And if you feel we cannot afford it, you cannot be yourself because you must be a Rotarian by we can form 10 match for funny club for this year. That is my solution.
Thank you, AG, you're okay. Rotary full assist, you're welcome. I recognize you. Thank you for coming. CP, you want to? Okay, all right. So all points are duly noted. Thank you so much for that contribution. AG, you're okay. We'll be looking into it and come back to the house with something. Okay, so the next item from out on the right thing is the I'll just try and speak as loud as
Active and active. We are supposed to have a monitoring and have, I use my president. We have a conjunction with two members of this. Now, for the past 3 years, they have not been functioning. This year, let's see how we can make it. Even if they are not around, what we have in our strategic plan, we have everything. We have membership. We have are not functioning or functioning or are not around. The chair of all strategic plan can only
I please observe. Please, someone should pass the mic so you can hear.
I just want to quickly remark that you cannot do that.
Thank you, my PhD.
Apology that
We are not populating for you, we are not making money to here as essay. So good. We'll defy it's not a problem. So we'll go to Yes, you are recognized. One by.
in projects. We are not complete, particularly that the year has just started. So already he or she will see our plans for the year, and then the person is aware that we are just starting the year. So we should not put ourselves under unnecessary pressure. The DG is not necessarily at the visit for project inspection. It's essentially a training ground for Rotary and just discussions better job. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my PhD. Actually, to the words of my mouth. It's actually very painful that the district governor is coming at the time we have not really done much. Because so it's too early in the year. It's just a week after our investiture. In fact, it is this morning we are getting mobilized for some of the jobs I just mentioned. Nobody could do anything until the Rotary year began. A couple of things we had to do was behind the scene with personal elements. We would have loved to showcase more than we, but unfortunately, because of the timing, we can't do more than what we used to do. Of course, we do have a staff project. The staff project, one of the staff projects, I would say, one of the staff projects for us to have an IT room for one of our schools to adopted. We want to have a solar powered IT classroom for one of the schools to have adopted. We have a couple of things on ground. But the closeness and the nearness of the DGPT is not letting us do. So you just have to bear with us. We are going to perform some magic. Just relax and please. All will be well this year. Thank you so very much.
Thank you. Rotary AG, Iburoka, right? But let the CP go first.
Rotary. Fellow Rotarians. I think with the statement of the year has been cleared. What the DG will be all out for is to assess you backward, not forward. So your book is the most critical thing. Behind the scene, just last week, himself, myself, and one other person was about his mishap. He visited them just last week. And what did happen? Look, last week he was talking to us that they have not even gotten their work book to him. And he ended it with a statement that that is a club where they have PDGs, PHs. Please, I want to beg. I am available concerning our books. That is the most important thing. Let's put our books together. It's coming to look at the books. If you don't have projects, when your books are in good form, we are good to go. I volunteer myself. Let's put our books together for him to see that. And we get it across to him on time. Not the week that he will be coming to visit. So please. And I think that was why PhD. I think that was why PhD and Joseph was mentioning in one forum that there's a need for us to, advise and work on that. It's very, very important. Thank you.
Thank you, CP. Before I react to that, AG Ibironke, you have the floor.
My president, right towards the visits. Well, if you remember what happened last year, I thought the DG, we had the last spoke to. I mean the feeling that we're not going to talk to the president. I will be talking to each of the chairmen that are concerned with the particular question you needed to get an answer to. And towards this, I want to say that have a reassurance that we will approve that. We are going to be seeking Charter President driving that, and we are possibly going to submit the letter today or by Monday or failingly. And we will push it. I will also push it, he will push it, we'll all push it. So that once we have land, land is the major thing that looks like an hurricane, something out of the whole thing. People are able to get land, and then the land is there. Please, whatever we are pushing, it's good to have projects. It's good to go and do things in all areas, but let us put some energy into having our own humanity. And I was the chairman. I won't say more than that. Thank you.
Thank you, AG Broke for that submission. And thank you, CP. I'll just take it from the last point you raised, the Humanity House. Part of our strategic through our president on our strategic plans out the line this year. As regards the workbook, it would interest you to know that the board several times. Foundation chair, club admin, membership workbook, ask questions. What we are planning to do early next week is to do so that training is welcome, but we'll have it be more like a what's it called? A mock DG visit where you then engage the applicable chairmen and then ask questions, and then that will better prepare us. We are planning to submit the workbook latest by Monday to the district. We'll share a copy of it with
myself here, so they will hear me directly here. Okay, so on the meeting venue, we've been working on it for about a year now. Myself and Rotary and Aditola, we've had several rounds. We've visited various hotels. We had been to Protea, where Rotary Club of Ojudu normally meets. They welcomed us. They were going to give us something to use. But the challenge they had at the time was that Friday being our meeting time would coincide with trainings that they do in the organization. So there are corporate organizations that comes there to do trainings from time to time, and they are not able to guarantee us that particular space every Friday. Oh, okay.
These guys, they need to drop their things and go. It's not that they are still at that entrance. No coming in.
Rotary Kadijat.
Tell her to come. Sorry, tell her.
Rotary Kadijat. Rotary Kadijat, please come. We're discussing about our meeting venue, so we don't want the excellent staff to come in at this point in time. So you can just help us man the door so that they don't come in and hear what we're talking about until we are done with that item. So like I was saying, we had Protea Hotel, we had Chesterfield, we had Radisson Blue, Radisson, you know, we explored various options for almost a year, you know, even the Ebelini's up as well. But after all of our findings, we've come to a point whereby we believe we've found something that will be suitable for us as a club. Rotary Baba, can you play that video for me? That'll be suitable for us as a club in terms of location. The place is Airport Hotel. We have about almost 10 clubs using that same venue. So I'll let the video play. This is what that proposed venue would look like. Looks like this is the reception area of Airport Hotel. So Airport Hotel recently just renovated the facility. It didn't used to be this good. Who said that? I don't know about that one. I didn't hear that one. I've met them. I've seen them as well. I still ate there last week.
The first day visit at Ikeja. What they are giving them now is not okay. But we can always talk to them and they will put.
Just have to get
them.
Yeah.
The place is still better than where we are.
Yes. So so they have about 3 halls within that facility that various clubs normally use. But of all the 3-4 halls that they use, this is the best of it, right? Ikeja meets there, but they don't use this hall. Aggregate meets there, they don't use this hall. Only when they have special events. The engagement, Akomwanjo as well uses the place. They don't use this one. They use one of those halls outside. It's only when they have special events. But what we went for was the best of the halls that they have, because we are looking to attract new members and to also have a place that when prospects come, it will be welcoming to them. They don't have power situations. No, they don't have power situations like we have in here. They all cost ₦1 million. But because of the engagements that we've had with them back and forth, myself and Rotary Aditola met with them extensively. They are giving it to us at 60,000 naira. 60,000 naira. 60,000 naira per meeting. 60,000 naira per meeting.
That's it.
So the only difference is, yeah. So that's the update on it. We've met as a board. We've looked at this. We're bringing it to the floor of the house, and we want to propose that we run pilot meetings there, maybe for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks, and see what it will look like going forward. 4-5. But I didn't put it down to. Yeah. So 600 for the all. But what that basically means is anyone that wants to eat, right, would then need to, just like it is, if you visit Rotary clubs within Nigeria and outside Nigeria, you pay for your meals when you go there. And what this will offer us is it potentially may reduce our SA, right? And then anyone that wants to eat anything can order from the hotel. They have breakfast option as low as 4,000 naira. But as a club, we're also looking at a situation whereby we have complementary items like Coke, water, and things like that. If you go to Rotary Club of Lagos today, Rotary Club of Akonwojo, Rotary Club of Ojodu, right? At the back, they don't give each person bottled water. They give you a cup, one water, they refill, and things like that. So the club can provide such. And then anyone that wants to eat can order it. So that's the reports, that's the submission. And then
Nice one. Awesome.
Rotary and favor. Okay.
You can order. For tea.
Okay, thank you so much. So yes, like I said, you can order, anyone that wants anything can order it there at the hotel. Like I said, this can. Oh, so you're saying for the club to make provision?
Oh, okay.
Okay, we should add tea and coffee as part of the. It's 1,000 naira for a cup of tea or coffee is 1,000 naira. Huh? Tea or coffee, yeah. Johari. Okay. Let's add it to our mandatory. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
That will be optional. You don't want things.
Please, Rotary and Lasisi. F Lasisi then, PP. You have the floor, Rotary and Lasisi. Please, let's try and listen up.
Let's try and listen up.
This is out of curiosity. This is our idea of moving venue.
We can't hear you, sir.
No.
Let's try and
One house, please. One house, quiet, please.
One house, quiet, please.
Go on, sir. Go on, sir. Yes.
One, 60,000 pounds. Is this 60,000?
Yes.
Before that's hotel. Allow us to bring so that whatever we are taking as we enhance our pocket in terms of revenue for the club. Those are my suggestions.
Thank you. Okay. Rotarian. Oh. PP Ali Azan. Yes. Okay. There's a okay. Okay, thank you for that submission. Before I react to that, Rotary and Lasisi, we had received a letter from here notifying us of increase, right, in what we are consuming here. Beyond that, over the past 2 years, there's been a decline in the quality of service that we get here. As a man, I can't use these toilets. As a man, so I can't use that toilet. You know, for a club of our standard, last year we had a guest that came here. I was scared. The person passed out. The heights at on. Remember, she came in from the UK. She's a member of our club. She passed out here because of the heat, right? You know, so the quality of service is not good. This ambience does not befit our standard as the club, you know. So those are some of the reasons why. And yes, it's 60,000 for 52 weeks. Rotarian PP Ali Azan, that's a good proposal. We can take it to them. But as it stands, they've bent a lot for us, and I believe they will bend more for us, you know, because I told them a lot of emotional stories about our project, the impact it's having, and things like that, you know. So we can take that to them. If we do that 60,000 by a minimum of 30 people attending, right? That brings it to 2,000 naira per member. That's what it means, you know. That would be, yes, you know. So the idea around the coffee, if we had, you know, so if we look at potentially, we can work with 4,000 or 4,500 and have tea and coffee if we want to use the place. And anybody that wants to, that way it will be cheaper, because by the time we get into meeting venue, we're actually supposed to also discuss that our mandatory is also supposed to go up as well, because they've increased the cost of our food. So what we are paying as mandatory now, we have to review it, because they've just increased our price for us. We have reviewed, but we have not communicated it officially to the club. That's why we've not levied anybody on that. 4,500. No. So I'll talk. So yes. So if we do this and we plan it well, it can be cheaper for us and quality. So that means if we do 4,000 per member, you can have tea or coffee, and we can conveniently pay 60,000 off it, and still have like 1,000 naira to the coffers of the club, which is what we have right now. My CP, one of them.
You have to pick from my place.
Sorry.
They're hearing you, but I'm not sure they are hearing you.
What will be fine is the initial proposal for them to pay and give us the liberal option of, if I want to give back the grant, I will order myself. If I want to take it, I will order myself. So the only thing that I know I will pay for is mandatory to offset the investment. So without be very liberal, take whatever we want to take. So that proposal is the best. We pay for the venue, we take mandatory to cover that, and we order for whatever. Should be optional. Order whatever you want.
Yeah.
That's the best. But any other thing to put on top of it, we'll come back to the scenario here.
There'll be water, there'll be soft drinks. So
Thank you, our CP. PAG. Sorry, I'm out. I'm out here. I'm really out.
Can you on that one? Rotary Martins.
However, it's a pilot plan for that's how it looks like. However, I look at what's happening here. And all have been there for 20 years. It's but then it's just like I'm there. And I like that way.
Thank you so much, PAG, for that. Oh, I can't hear you. Okay. Oh, okay.
We are being threatened. But also the issue of the club. It was also linked to the issue of that while we are working on the future president was planning and determining the issue of women to also work on the humanity house. So that has been a synergy that I think the president should have been working on. That's number one. Number two, the issue of course advocacy. I think that's a bad brand. If you look at brand of schools in people, there are very things to about. 1,000 naira will not give. 1,000 naira will not give anything. We cannot include this as part of the revenue. We can make it an incentive. If it is 20, we want to provide early riser. I think it's good. It will not kill the club. And if you still say that we are a breakfast club, the only thing that makes a breakfast club is the issue of tea and coffee. And if the club can go around that, I don't think there is anything.
Concerning the issue whether the change is imminent at any point. If we have been talking for the past 3 years, all the various options we did, and the ones we represented, so what of us have not been able to work. I remember the yes, I politics yes, and then light out four times. And everybody was because the way this place is wired, it cannot respond to one level, so that we can find when we don't have power. I think it is beyond that. This place does not belong to one person. It's an organization. And if the management cannot meet up, why are we afraid when this changes? We should not be afraid. We are all managers. We are enough. If there is need for you to take a change, take a stand, make a change. We are trying this thing for 3 years. And then nobody said they are going to bury anybody here. So if it is ready, we are ready. We are ready.
Thank you, IPP. AG, you wanted to submit on this? One house, please. Admissions. I'm listening. I'm trying to listen.
I wanted to
Trying to. No, I'm
Yeah, it's an hotel.
Okay.
Hello.
So we draw our pilots down.
Annual negotiation.
And that show that we get the person and focus on this.
Must have a what? Must have a what?
What was the last time you come again, sir?
Oh.
Then what is not bad, yes.
Hello.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, PH, you wanna be? Then you go.
Please, can we have a house? Please. One house is
I think our challenge is wanting something free for child. That's what I consider economic. We are just looking for, I mean, now, beyond what we available, I think at the time, we are able to be buying this for
they are small generators.
now. I think what we can do, there should be another, and then let's tell them where we're going. And the kind of people that normally some of them are colleagues that move around. The people we expect, and then decide. And then decide. We want is of now we are really a outbreak of this every family. Better point. Because now we have so sincerely,
Location.
I think is that we can create those. I think money is yes, so we can create. We are unless we are if we are planning we have successful we have and then we come and then decide that person and that we are willing to support. And that's why when you say you are going to pay the ground that you need to give. And then again, let's tell them, but what happened there? And we are if they have it for this, they will give it out. If they have it for this, they just give it out. So we need to ensure this new agreement that our home is for and by.
That's what I said. I think I need to write it. I said that. Rotary Assisi. Thank you, our PhD.
Oh, they don't
Past 20 years, many people too bad. So because this thing are out, what I want to tell you, as an examiner, we think to go back. No, I must be proud of you. So what have I not by doing parallel run? Don't leave this place. Don't tell them that we are. We may alternate. Go to airport this week. Come back here. And see the spread. I'm telling you, once you leave this place, forget about any discussion around the table. So that's my solution.
Thank you, F.O. Assisi. Sorry,
my president. Hello, Rotarian. Sorry, I just want to ask a question. Are we paying for this all? No. That's the reason why we are getting the service we are getting. We are using it as a free. Now that's the issue. That is the time with ourselves. We are using it free of charge. They won't pay attention to you. That is the normal business. So let's try to talk to them and pay some token.
Thank you, Dr. Sorry.
Jim, when we come up, it's because I usually
Sorry.
Please, can we have 1 house, please? 1 house.
Can we have 1 house, please? 1 house. Oh, I'm sorry. Allow him to talk now. Allow him to talk.
1 house, Mama.
One house.
You should allow him to talk now.
Allow him to talk. 1 house, please. 1 house, please. 1 house.
The other side.
Honestly, what we rather there is no way to go to the 6 months will be crying. I'm telling you. Continue.
1 house. All right, thank you so much, our PhD. AG, Bironke. Yeah, we'll move now. After this result. Okay. Thank you, my AG. So we'll set up a committee. We'll engage them as advised. That committee, we might also consider the pilots, but we can move on to other matters now. Yes, we can move on to other matters now. Thank you so much. Okay, Rotary Princess. Very quickly. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rotary Princess. So that will be part of the brief to them. Thank you so much for your contribution. We'll come back. Yeah, so we'll come back to the House. The board will meet on this. We'll set up the right committee and teams, and we'll come back to the House on this. Thank you so much. So I believe we can move to the strategic plan now. PP Ganula, the strategic plan. Richard, you have the strategic plan that you can present it for us. Sorry? Excellent. No problem. Okay. Yes. Okay, that's fine. Have you discussed with him? Yes. Okay, that's no problem. Thank you so much.
Dear President,
No problem.
fellow returns, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I sent a message to the president that I don't want to sort that person. That we should protect it and also send traffic to social roads so that we can have all the water as we go. So, the strategic plan,
One of the key.
There's already a summary to add for the check. And this is a summary we have seen. So we'll pick the items one after that's the summary. So if you can read through that, if you have issues and that's our mission statement. To be a leading Rotary government for the battle service, strong community ties, and excellent leadership. The mission statement is also there. That we okay, strategic goals. There are 5 areas of the goals: membership, growth, and engagement. What do we want to do about membership? Between this year and 2025, leadership development and succession planning, community service and impact, public image awareness, and social sustainability and resource management. Some of these items that you have here, they are also going to be consonant with bylaw that will operate. So if there is anything that goes against the bylaw, either we agree on changing it or we retain it. So when it is time for us to make those changes, that will come. On the first strategic membership growth and management objectives, the first item here is to increase active membership over 5 years. 60% share of which the age of 40. What this is actually for this road and this road here. This road here, we want to increase our membership by 50%. Mr. President, what do we have now? The membership step.
103. 103.
It means in the next 5 years, we want to have a membership of
one guy. 104, it's 103. One house, please. Thank you.
So it means in the next 5 years, we are targeting the membership of 100%, and then 60% of our membership it does not mean that we are sending out lives of POG. We want to keep it below 40 in the next 5 years. So we also are bringing in members to the club. We are bringing about 5 members. Those who are at least 4 or 3 are the members. That also brings into other quality of the club. So we are agree on this. We have to finish it.
Let's do it. Let's take it line by line. Yes. It's the one. Yeah, you're driving.
Sorry, my president. Where is that below 40? People below 40 are not struggling. Or you tell them to go and pay this of money.
You can say below 50.
Okay, so that's it. What's maybe after?
One house.
One house, please. One house. Rotary and return at any please. One house.
How do we want to go about that? How do we go about that? Now, that is one of the things that we need to discover. Okay, we have a strategy of getting and how we want to go about it. You understand? Like I said, so that when you're inviting people now, you're inviting people to go based on. So then the way that target this particular class, also to we want to go for and the started to use to go for when we bring it out with an account with that you understand? Or that's what I'm thinking. And then I think we should not go away and offline discussing. It's a plan, it's a strategy. And when you go about it, it's another structure meant for every Rotary. Meant for the president is holding that year on how we want to go about it. Okay, this is the plan. It's either we agree on 40 below 60%, or we increase it, or we bring it down, or we reduce it. That is what we are. So we want to
You can share that.
This is the advice I have.
Go ahead, sir.
You can share it. Yes. Noah?
Last network suggests you go to international law or diversity. Law diversity laws or diversity. Don't discriminate. Law diversity. Don't discriminate for salary or for salary or there's a book on it. So no age sport. That's a good diversity. So that's the important. That's the very diversity.
If I hear right, your diversity can be something that we can I don't think that's the interpretation of that.
Gender, age, color. Not
They should be balanced.
yeah.
It should be balanced.
You can only shade solo and like so.
My people, sir.
Teacher kind of wants to react, and then okay, and I IPP.
I think the most important thing, anything becomes more or less.
Yes.
So what we need to do, our goal is one thing, membership. And membership by conscience. Then out of caution, you know that you go after young people. By the time they said must, if you do, then somebody can wake up tomorrow and say that we are adopting other people, and this is against the book. So I will say that let's take off that age needs to go
That's all. Some wrestle culture. To like break it down, 50 down, 20%, 40 down, 20%, you know.
You understand? There's a lot of them. You know, it's not mainly doctors. That's something one for them. So in terms of diversity, and whatever, it is if you want one thing, but that's what will change. However, you don't go against it. You understand? So it doesn't mean that we cannot form what we want in our club. You know, then for gender, when you talk about, are we looking at gender? Because when you go to you understand? And when they start women, they make sure that out of the membership, 60% is black for that. 60% or maybe 10% must be gender based, you know, female gender based. So now in terms of our these targets now, are we open for, because the way I look at my female member, don't get me wrong, I feel that we have that's my feeling. Female, we have more of them than men. So in the next 5 years, are we trying to get it apart, or we still agree, I don't mind the female. That doesn't mean.
I think we should talk about more of the young people. The issue now is about the age factor and the percentage. For that of gender, I think we should move on. If I come across, if for the next 1 year, the people I come across as being working material for this job are women, I will introduce them. And that's age. So I think we should just put on. My US president, I think this argument should be withstand. There are some 20-year-old that can take care of themselves. They will tell this person, this is reduced. You will assess the person before you bring them to the floor. So the issue of quality or no quality for me doesn't mean you should not participate on it at all. If the person is able to carry on.
I think we should move on. People I come across as being working material, and that's age.
My US should go. I should go with that. Public is already getting over. So if we can get people in their early 30s, their 30s, that can function well by the standard we have created for ourselves, so that the people will even look for not 40. All right, that's one. Okay, concerning the females, I think it's an indictment on the males. We have not done our job because likes bring likes. I do not discriminate against them. But it is the men, the men that have not brought they give value, but it is the joint root club of commodity. So if I take it to get it, they can pay. You move on, close that one.
Let's close that. We need the incentives of 50% through engagement, reverse diversify membership to reflect the communities below the communities demographics. That is our message in the community will serve. LGBT is against Nigerian law. So it's not, they are not contributing. So those are action plans, and we need to talk about the action plans.
Please, let's go.
No, goals. No. Yeah, go to, yeah.
Leadership development and succession planning. Develop the kind of capable leaders up, train leaders beyond up, ensure smooth transitions in leadership roles. And if you look at all these are already encapsulated in our bylaw. Go with graduate leadership in this talk. If you want to the press, the things we should have. I think all those ones are given.
Yeah.
We don't need to disturb it. Can we go? Leadership. Okay. One, leadership training, offer annual leadership training sessions and workshops for current and prospective leaders. Modify our current succession plan. What are we have anything to modify the succession plan? We have an EMRG.
We have 3.
That's fine.
And we have to spend.
That's fine.
Please take it back. Then number 3, what is to oversee and identify, good future leaders. I think we should move that and define and move it. What we continue to oversee, identify and grow future
Future
leaders.
leader.
That should be that.
So you're not in this state.
Huh? I don't know what that committee purpose is going to serve.
We have training. We have training.
I think training abroad has taken care of that.
So we can expunge 3.
Please remove 3. Remove 3. Then number 3. Rotary Leadership Institute participation shadowing program, shadowing program, potential leaders and then current officers gain hands-on experience. I think we have started that by making sure that some of our committees vice chairmen are always still members and then from the overnight training.
My mentors. My mentor.
Strategic committee, please. Community service and impact. Increase the number of impactful service projects. Strengthen partnerships, local organizations and stakeholders. Action plans, assessment, conduct annual community needs assessment to identify the areas where the club can make a difference. Develop and implement at least 2 signature projects. 2 signature projects annually that address critical community needs. Then partnership development, establish and strengthen partnership. I think we need to look at those annually address lines. Very well. Lines. Very well. That number. Go on. No. Okay, conduct annual community meetings. I think that's the signature project. Signature project, at least 2 in a year. Can somebody, what is signature project?
I didn't start with this.
What is signature project?
Address our community.
I was going to ask a question about something we asked to involve in. I just need to forget one of our students. But okay, the community impacts. Okay. I thought I was doing something like global brands. Yeah, because we are talking about area we are growing passionately. And we have not added that we need to do global, maybe every 2 years or every 3 years, we should keep it global rights. And that is also when we talk about community impacts. So we're now talking about long-term community impacts. So we need that global right. Let not our area do it most of the time. Our area can also always be converted to global grant contribution, while we also look at strategic partnership with local NGOs and also international partnership with other groups. Thank you.
How do we now align this? So we put this as part of signature projects or increasing impactful service, because if we bring as part of signature project, because of the amount of money that we are spending on signature project, we can now say that for every year, each president is expected to pursue a global grant. Yes.
Eventually, we not start immediately. Yes. For instance, we started with the foundation day ceremony of that Natal. Once the PPTV put it up to the level, put up the building, finished it, created the commission. When I was president, we pursued global prize. Then when you were president, global prize was out, and we fixed this. So you can see that has a series. So we are saying that it should pursue and it should start something. She was something that started. She was something that started.
We all agree that we should do this as part of
that day. You
can look for that night.
So maybe 10 clubs come together and
We draft it to make develop and implement at least two signature projects, one of which must be a government project. In a Rotary is not our price reduce it to one. Now, that I have to create the land to take care of a water project that was done 5 years ago that needed one touch for the area. Is that okay? Okay, okay. I think we should just the chairman of public works is expected to be the chairman of the Rotary if it is necessary, so that they will look through the communication before it comes out, both the highest cross the teams and ensure that the land boat and everything is put together. Do we include this or allow this to go? Okay, okay, let's include it at number 5. The club should have at all times an editorial team yes. You say standing means the court across Rotary. Let's leave it at the club at all times should have Continue. Should have the club accountant should have an editorial team. The statutory is will be there. Let's move on. Next. Strategic goal 5, financing sustainability and resource management. Ensure the club's financial health and sustainability. Optimize the use of resources for maximum impact. This is serious English. Fundraising initiative. Develop and implement diverse fundraising strategies, including annual campaigns, grant applications, and corporate sponsorship. I think this is good. Financial planning. Create a long-term financial plan, including budgeting, forecasting, and financial monitoring. 3, resource allocation. Optimize resource allocation to ensure funds are used effectively and efficiently. Transparency and accountability. Maintain high standard of financial transparency and accountability through regular audits and financial reports. Is that the end of it? Efficient management of the sinking fund. Okay. Do we have reactions to this?
Sorry.
Thanks, Chief Coordinator. I want to comment on the issue of sinking. Now, there must be a plan to ensure that to contribute as we had conceived it. Recall that when we conceived this, we reckon that after a period of time, we should get to a particular level. Now, we're talking about humanitarian development. If we have been very consistent in the contribution to sinking fund, perhaps it will be handy for us now to take off from there. But we see that year in, year out, each administration focus on projects and some other stuff, while not paying attention. And this is our own survival. So the sinking fund, I don't know how you're going to craft it. We need to ensure, and it's going to be a I don't know how much the IPP contributed to that fund. Now, any president are not contributed up to $1 million naira. It's subject to review. If you are contributed, we can afford. Because this humanitarian thing we are talking, house we are talking about, that is our future. The global practice is if you are an NGO, which you are, if you have a building of your own, it is the customers for international funders. So we need to
Thank you. Before you look at number 2, where financial forecasting, budgeting, financial monitoring of existing and future projects, because that thing is just it works. You did not put in the ideas that should run with it. Existing projects and future projects. Let me be clear. The issue of the issue raised by POT to that if you have a project that's a signature project, it presupposes that the incoming president should have in his own budget plan what is going to contribute to that project because it's already started. So you should include it also in such existing and efficient monitoring and management of city. The POT has raised an issue to contribute and how to hold down each administration for the issue of failure to contribute the amount and then what to do. That is one. Number two, if you ask, you have asked myself to contribute to 1 million, I contributed this. You asked the IDP to contribute, she contributed 1 million. The city percent considered 1 million. That money is not sitting down there. And it is provided in our bylaw that there should be a committee to manage. What is that committee managing? They are not the one holding the money. They are expected to invest the money in various instruments. But for the past 5 years, I doubt if we have done that. We have just been contributing the money and it is there.
We said it that it should be done. It was not done.
No, I think the money is not done.
No, it's not.
I doubt.
It's not. It's not.
I doubt it is my interest.
It's not an interest bearing account. It's not an interest bearing account. No, the money is just there, sitting down there, and they're just using our money to do their own. It's not the best. We keep on saying it every time that they need to invest that money. We are losing money. Yeah. Sorry. The other issue I want to talk about, I think we need to address the issue of long outstanding debts from members that have been in the books. We didn't it up. This is just sitting down there each Rotary year. Instead of just leaving the money there and nobody will talk about it. I think that's
that should be a matter that should have been addressed by the private. It's not debt.
We have on the issue of safety. For us to take it away from committees and put it in the hands of financial managers. Just like Rotary mentioned now. That fund is the treasurer of the profit yielding account. So if that is the case, Mr. President, this is a club assembly. This is a club assembly. We have those who manage, such funds within our classification, within our club. And one of the reasons why is to use our place that we move going forward to have the financial management outfit to manage that fund. We have total accountants here, Rotary is there, Rotary is there. So we need to get to that stage next. That's my contribution.
Okay. Please, one hour. Before we move on that, I think I want to disagree.
Almost done.
Yes.
I think we have just 2 more areas, and if we are fast, we can actually finish it before 11.
Okay. The issue of giving it to committee or asking financial experts to take care of it. There's nothing you can do with those people. Why don't we require the management of sinking fund to help the city president, and we hold him responsible at the end of the year at every second club assembly? We ask him, how much have you made?
On the instruction of the city president, when it comes to investing our money. Any form of investment is subject to gain or a loss. We know that there are instances where shares or whatever instrument, they just fall at a particular time. So if you put all your money to financial experts, is it his fault that the whole thing crashed? Just like $100. So let's be careful and get a lot of this. The money is there, whether it's appreciated or whatever, we know that the money is there. However, what I wanted to say is more of that relationships to partnership. I remember doing GPL this year. MTN gave us 500,000 in terms of it was that actually facilitated that. That's of relationship. During my year or so, they gave us $1 million. That is increase in value. However, from then, I'm not too sure whether that's something that's lacking. That's a relationship that is lacking. So I want to, and it's not here part of our fundraising activities. Because someone that already gave us money, they already believes in us. Because something happened this year in terms of different adverts that we have, that subsistent companies that all the time they give us adverts. Whether by audition or commission, this year, a lot of them are not coming forth, you know. So we need to key into that relationship so that all these ones are strategic partnership in terms of funding. We need to key into. Thank you.
Thank you, AG.
The AG has presented the perfect expertise.
Okay, I'm the civil president, fellow Rotarians. I just want to say one thing, that the money cannot just be in the bank. It needs to be invested. So at every time, okay, board meeting or at the other, okay, what in which instrument we use the money for? Is it treasury bills? Are we going to stay on treasury bills? Are we going to, I can't take share because shares go and down like that. Treasury bills is fine. Even if it goes down, our money will not be deducted. It will not reduce. So that's my
Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I think there are two issues that people need to address. One, the issue of management. I think I have been approached a couple of times, and the response is for the higher the risk, the higher the returns. But when it comes to public fund, it needs to be, the concern should be safety of it. And so we say that minimally, let's put it in treasury bill or term deposit. So get sitting in one current account, you know, that's it's like the variable of the 1,000. So yes, we really need to prosecute the sitting president. Yeah. Then to out debt. I think now, if yes, I'm happy with that. You mentioned the issue of outstanding debt and what should be done. Now, I have said it several that there is an assumption of integrity with every member of the debt. Lo and behold, we are not all integrous. And so the best that you would do is to use moral persuasion because it is not enforceable. If somebody is owing, you can't take the person to court because it's not enforceable. So the best you can do is to persuade that person and then get that person. My recommendation had always been that before the end of that year, let's persuade that person. And then we can use it against him for maybe future engagement in the club. But for enforcement, I'm sorry, it's difficult.
Okay, and to
let's quickly add to every president is expected to make sure that all outstanding debts within the Rotary year are paid. Can we put that in our strategic plan? Yes, every president is expected to encourage or ensure that all outstanding debts are paid before the end of every Rotary. And clear to me, clear or pay, clear, okay, clear. So the issue of management of sinking fund, we can now put that efficient management of sinking fund that every year the club must record at least returns of sinking fund. The way you are not listening, you are not happy now. Okay, everybody, efficient management of the sinking fund. Every president is expected to give return on investment outright. There should not the money deposited, but how much have we made on the ones you met there? If you made 5 million, by the time you are going, are you leaving only 6 million with your own 1 million naira added? Or you have done something on the additional 5 million? I hope I spent the issue of management, let's leave it for him. He will be the one to institute the committee.
Sorry. Before the investment, I think we need to do a quick one. Let's move that money from the current account to a savings account in the same bank. So at least be getting interest every month. Spend it down to decide on what to do. We can open a savings account. Save and back. So they will just move the money. No, yeah.
That the existing saving an interest yielding account. Okay, that's part of his own management.
Thank you very much. And this one, that you don't put every president. It's as if you want the president to be autocratic. It's not that we have a board. The president should work with the board to ensure that all these things are done. Every president, so when the president is trying to do things on his or our own position, then the president is not listening. I'm just curious, why don't we ensure that we have a board that is appointed and ensure the president should work with the board to all these things are stated in the plan. My submission, thank you.
I think you should know that the moment they put your name as president, you are carrying the cross. The board stops on your table. You can't say it is the treasurer that is supposed to do this. No, you are the okay. It's not a parliamentary system, it's presidential. Yeah, let's move on.
On your car. You are not complete.
Point is clear. Our Rotary leaders in our midst here. That is totally sound. Whenever a president is to do anything, fine, you may put president there, but president is to do anything. It must be on the consent of the board. No president should go ahead and do anything. That's easy. It is easy. Thank you.
Calm down. Do we have a deputy citation from Allied? It's nothing like executive citation, it's presidential citation. That is to tell you that you are the ground. So, and that's why you want to get somebody very responsible to be your president. You understand? In fact, there are some things that the president can actually do on behalf, calm down, on behalf of club. Expected that is acting in the good interest of the club. You just don't choose anybody to be your president because you don't get executive citation, you get presidential citation. Thank you.
I we have cleared that matter. Yeah.
I think office of effectiveness. Yes. You don't need element of leadership and scholarship in our studies when they're in the who is listening to his board member, who will work along with his or her team, who will work along with his or her chair. Anyone who is not doing that, that should be a penalty for that.
You are right. You are right. You are right. I think next thing is about financial sustainability. Where is the one?
About wrapping up now.
Let's move on. I think the last one. Rotary Foundation. To begin the class model and policy for contributing to Rotary Foundation. Action plans are, we are all Eric Club. Our all Eric Club status is retained. Do we agree on that? Do we agree that our all Eric Club status is retained? Okay, okay. But I don't think we have reflected that in the last, in our bylaw. Yes, it should reflect in our next regime of the bylaw. Was maintained.
Thank you. Fellow Rotarians, we have asked a question now, and everybody is saying yes.
Everybody's not saying yes.
Not everybody is saying yes. For those who are not saying yes, they have not spoken before I ask for this microphone. I am one of those who will always say yes to being an all Eric Club. But as a leader, I am sensitive to the fact that many people will leave this meeting and start talking behind. And it will be a waste of time for us to be here and we deal with issues like this and we cannot logically conclude in such a way that we are sure that we are all on the same payment of our annual dues. There is a stratification for those who are paying inclusive of ERI and those who are paying exclusive of ERI. It is not a big deal. Let us, if we need to spend 10 to 15 minutes on it, let's do that. So that because me as a person, if I go to this street and they ask me, I do club is and all every club, I want to be sure I said yes to them. That is what they will need when they come to this club. That's why I'm saying let's know what we are doing. It's not a must for us to be an all-Eric club. If the cross section of this club will not be towing that line, especially in view of the fact that our dues has increased astronomically. But as for me, my family, all-Eric club is what I go for. My president will validate or to update. We should leave it like that. We are not Eric club. We are not Eric club. Our own Eric club status remains.
Sorry. What would be the penalty if you don't pay?
There's no penalty. There's no penalty for all early club. We want to play this in the next 5 minutes. We are all early club.
But are we an all area club because we say we are an all area club? Or because there's a percentage of people in the club that actually pay area, or everyone is area? Because I'm confused. If I do not pay area, I think that we are still an all area. Just for us, I don't get it anymore.
Well, I'm all early club because I want to encourage everybody. Now, all early club because we want to encourage everybody to be. The right encouragement, let's do that. What you can look at your own.
Yes, I told you about congratulations. Sir, my friend. Yeah, if you want, okay.
What do you want?
So I want IPP to repeat what you just said now. If you don't want to be an area club member, so what do we do?
Don't worry, we'll talk about that. We want to encourage them to be. Thank you. Number 2, other contributions toward higher recognition, raising funds from outside the club, assessing grants from pathway program. Go 6, please. Go 6.
Honors.
Rotary Club of Omole-Golden Humanity Clubhouse. Objective is to involve a more proactive strategy for actualization of the Humanity Clubhouse. The action plans are: create a policy around achieving the objective, and look for future president tenures. I think this number 2 should be amended. It's a fundraising plan embedded in the blueprint of sitting and future presidents. We can't say only future president. This one is including the yes, for current and future presidents. Have a deadline for completion. Can we agree on the deadline? But we still have a deadline for completion.
I believe we can. It can be 3 years. Yes. Because it has to be smart, specific, measurable. So we can say,
Aja, the president is addressing you.
do 4 years.
Let's ask ourselves, let's have a target and
Humanity House, but we don't have timeline.
search for Humanity House. Is it 3 years or 5 years? 2 years. I'd like to start. The CP is saying we should use the nice. So, Aja, there is a suggestion that we should use the nice part of the plan, which is 5 years. So it means the president in the next 5 years on commission is expected to commission.
My PP, it is ready, it could be ready. It should be ready 2 years, but at most 5 years. Yes.
Okay, you can include that deadline. The deadline for completion should be between 3 and 5 years. Yeah. Prioritize the project each year until full implementation. I will together. Because I am instrumental to the drafting of this particular section, I will break indulgence to draw attention to the following. The first thing that has been noticed is that apart from the great effort that Nigeria has been making in conjunction with
members of our committee, we have not really gotten to a point where the club has really owned this project. And that is why we have not taken up the role where we are. And that's why we need to carefully consider the one. Now, we need to create a policy around achieving the objective. What this means is that if need be, we will put it in a final or 3 points. This is just the paraphrase. It can be 2 or 3 points. What will that policy be? Part of that policy will be that when Rotary Kunayomosis will present to us his own program for the next 20 years, we are asking him to show us the elements of that blueprint that is showing in terms of millions of naira how much he wants to commit to and it goes on and on. It doesn't mean again that it is too late for the incoming president to also do the same. So this will go a long way to make it official, so that when Aja is talking to me about my own personal perspective to raise funds for this project, the president is also driving his own from another angle. And then create a fundraising plan embedded in the blueprint, which is speaking to the point I just made. We should see how much, and then he may choose to tell us where the money is going to come from or not, but he must be committed. Number 3, have a deadline for completion. That has been answered by the elders at that end by saying, let it fit into the strategic plan that we are dealing with. The last one is to prioritize the project each year until full implementation. Future presidents are here now. We are together. They are listening. They should not get into office and now begin to try to talk and say that, as a matter of fact, to my own mind, I was whispering to Doctor here that we giving like politicians. If we run every Rotary in one country, and then we get to a point that I don't necessarily want the president is necessarily his or her program. The only thing that we will do is that from the beginning, we will agree and share the program or projects we have. So just before I drop the mic, the critical point to be made is that 2 issues will now become mandatory for the president to check as done before he prepares his blueprint. 1 is the sinking one, which has been spoken about. 2 is this humanity house. Every other thing on the present project programs will be secondary. Otherwise, we won't get to where we are going.
Thank you very much. I think that I said it all. The president can make a comment about his plan this year. What is in your blueprint this year?
Just before I do that, AG Ogun is in the blueprint for this year already. I presented it at the retreat, so we are committed to it.
Nice to hear that the president that you are committed to it. Well, I don't go into this every issue, but perhaps I will postpone that to another time. On our general and the person you are put in charge of that, I wish we can just you are going to give us an account as the chairperson that is driving that. I want to put 5 million immediately.
Wow. Please let's give a round of applause. That is not an answer.
Not 1 million, not 2 million, just 1 hour.
You want to be an investment right project. You see, whatever you put in there, there are 3 stages to it. You make your intention known. The one that will be donation, the one that will be investment, that you want to use to get a space that you will buy and it will be yours. Because of course, we are going to have in levels. So you can have that. A lot of us have offices. We can still have our office as an investment there and buy into it. So I'm putting 5 million immediately and I'm starting with 1 million today. If you give us an account, I'll put that. That is to show you that this project must work. That is the miracle. And I can start that too. When you put your money there, you are investing it. It's not like you are throwing any money away. It's better put your money in that place and something, then put it in a fixed deposit where they just give you a stipend. Please.
Who wants to support her and mention something? I see my PE is really inspired to do something.
Yeah. With the investment model, I will share it with you to see that individual collective payments, donations, out of fame, and then the one that you have a space to yourself, that you can use it as your office instead of paying somewhere else. So it's a model and it will work. So we are I want to tell you that in the next 2 or 3 years, we will commission that building.
Okay. You want to make a commitment?
I am president and council of leader. Alaya, I want to appreciate your zeal and your drive. Yes. You see, I think I've been hearing this when we joined the Rotary about this project, and I'm happy today for what Alaya has done. And the president, I want to also say that if the account is open, I will support it 1 million too, and we'll be doing it gradually. We have 2 million on ground. The account is not open yet. We have 2 million. 6 million. 6 million. Give the microphone. Like your person that wants to. You want to say something? 2 million.
Another, I want to request it. You give us that in your plan that you are sending to the Rotary, street Rotary plan. How many?
1 million naira.
1 million naira. 1 million naira from I think we have 9 million.
I'll pay to you. However, it's a small note of course. And like I said, I'm paying 2 million, and I'm alive to that. But again, this is aside, this is our intention as a club. It's different from what Rotary International has told us to do. So we must be alive to that. So, and I take a lead from what my senior PhD said. You understand that all presidents was competent. That's fine, but don't forget international standard our responsibilities and actions that you were not in place. They will tell you intent to go and build house. They will tell you intent to go and listen. So what I'm saying is that as much as we are committed to this, and to, if you're egalitarian, you could say you're not more egalitarian and committed to this project. So that options should be looked into. You know, as much as we are very fired up about this and whatever, please let's still remember our goals and aspirations.
Thank you very much. We don't want to drag this today. Money. Timing. Fellow Rotarians, my good friend, PhD has spoken about not losing sight of our traditional responsibilities as a Rotary club. Again, those leaders in the district will tell you in their own clubs, there are times that
they will have strategic objectives that are internal to them as a club, that will help them to grow and become stronger, to go back to those statutory responsibility and do them better. They will face those things at that particular point in time. Many of us who have built houses before, we know how we have to deprive ourselves and our family of certain things that were normal, just because we want to finish that way. That is the mindset. We need to balance.
Okay, I think the third one is that I just to ensure that anybody that applies for this, even if you are no more Rotarian, your investment in the rules.
Before the parents start coming in, AG Biroke will sit down, align on something, some sort of small policy that guides things, which one is donation, which one is investments, you know, so that we are clear on that. And hopefully by tomorrow, we can start receiving the funding. But you can go on.
My name is Civil President, fellow Rotarian. I also want to talk about our 2 plots of land that they gave us during the installation. That's the installation. So what are we doing about it? We have the agreement signed by those people that the donors and the club. So what are we doing? Are we selling? We need to take action. And we also need to know the place.
Where is the land?
The document is with IGM.
Which area we want to buy?
I think the board should take some of that.
Come back to the house.
We want to know if we are making physical possession. So please, I think, are we done? Implementation strategic planning committee, we sharpen its existing committee to accommodate members and reduce number of past presidents in the committee. So that's, I don't know why is this. Reshuffle the existing committee to accommodate members and reduce the number of past presidents in the committee. Okay, so and implementation is at your table. Annual review. Conduct an annual review of the strategic plan to assess progress, make adjustments, and update goals as needed. Member involvement. Engage all board members in the organizational process, encouraging feedback and participation. Hello?
Next one. Next. Conclusion. We're done.
I think we are done.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Daniel Lawal. I'm happy to say that with this session, we are finally, it's safe to say we have finally concluded our strategic plan. The updated document will be put together and shared for everyone to see. Thank you very much for your time and commitment. AOB. Let's give the mic to I just want to pick the mic to what to now? Oh, yeah, take the mic so they can hear you online.
Thank God, IPP made mention of land. Please, why they are collecting land? I only heard of one. I know that or she here, I heard of land. Nothing was mentioned on this. Two, she made mention of our own year that donation. Last year, the last meeting that was a very good now. She brought in land because the sinking fund was not complete that particular year. And she was trying to give us anything that come from that land, also go to that one. Two, council representative. And each year we always have a council representative. I want to give to the past president here that any council representative attached to every administration should always try to attain their board meeting. So whenever they are making something wrong, you can always do them. The past president has not been functioning there. Thirdly, I want to, the other time you asked us not to bring it on mind, but notice that the chairman of this hotel is a member of this club and is likely to be on. Is likely to be on. So please, at every board meeting, every will not be present. Whatsoever the outcome of the meeting is, I want to plead again to this administration that summary of it should always be posted on the Speaking Rotary platform so that every member of this club will be on the same page. Thank you, my president.
My president, that for every important meeting, resolution of the meeting should be pinned at on our WhatsApp line. Speaking Rotary and Magic Rotary. I just did one now. The presentation of PP Daniel Lawal. I just made it there so that people can always have access to this strategy. Because I just want to bring again that when we go, we should bring this strategy plan out and let us see how every member is going to be a partaker. Because what we just done now is what we call event. The real work program is in the process. Before we know it now, by next week, people will now be saying that well, we don't even know that that was mentioned in the strategy plan or not. So that's my
Thank you, Rotary Akirabo. So let me take a Rotary. Rotary Ariola.
Thank you so much, my irresistible president. All of our Rotarians here present. Well done for Daniel Lawal. Thank you for the fantastic job with that presentation and moderating the process. I have a suggestion, and it goes this way. I know that data analytics help in focused decision making. And I'm talking about looking at the results of each successive administration in numbers. Not so much as to gauge the administration, but so much as to gauge the club so that we can see where we are going. For example, I want to say, I will take one example. We should have indices for looking at it. Let's look at membership. Okay, in one person's administration, the person came in, and at that time the person came in, there were 90 members. Average attendance at meetings was 45. The person left at 150 members. Average attendance was 60. Let's put it in a graph. Pictorial representations help everybody work better. We can see the improvement in percentages, in numbers. This is how far we have gone. If we have not done well, we can see, okay, we dropped here. We dropped in attendance. What would it have been? Maybe financial demand as against the naira, whatever. So that we can together look at the figures and pictures. So that we can together have the figures in pictures and take informed decisions based on data analytics. That's just what I thought.
Thank you so much, Ariola, for that. What we'll do, like what you brought up, many of the things you suggested, those data actually exist. They are in what we call the Rotary Club Central. You know, and then you can look at your membership trends and attendance trend. It exists. We'll share some of them again on the platform, and then we'll work more with you as well on that. Let's take the secretary, then we'll go to PP. CP secretary, then PP figure, please.
I think we are progressing. Concerning the our assistant governor is an hotelier. As a matter of fact, we also have several hotels he's managing. I want to suggest that by the time we will be meeting with the management, we should involve Rotary and Awudu. and involve very senior members of our club who understands where we are coming from on that negotiation. But we have a good news. He said he has met with the general manager, and the general manager says our desire that what we want is doing. And I want to say thank you to our assistant governor for that. So going forward, we should quickly seize the opportunity, find some elderly club members to meet with this to so that we can finalize it in a very short period of time. Thank you.
President, yes. Noted. Dr.
Thank you, my president. I'll actually be talking about the 5 years strategic plan. Looking at it, looking at the goals closely, I realized that each of the goals has more or less like a committee in charge as part of the board. So I would like to suggest that during our club assemblies, each committee chair, in accordance with the strategic goals, each committee chair should come up with, okay, this month, this is the goal, and this month, this is what we have been able to do. And in the next, we have 12 months in the Rotary calendar, and in the next 11 months, this is what we check of what we want to achieve. Thank you.
Nice one. Thank you so much, Secretary. Rotary, in favor.
Data analysis, yeah, that's a fantastic one. If actually we, if we explore the data that we have, now, do we actually have these data? Where are they? For instance, data on attendance is not on my Rotary website, which is the Rotary website at the moment. It's not there. It's something that we have to generate from there to be able to work with it. And any other data, probably how many persons attended our projects. Project service commission, how many persons attended that? How many leaders do we have at the district level? Those are our internal data. How much of them are we collecting together? Are we exploring to be able to work with it? Then also, I expect that, I know you are in the IT field, particularly when it has to do with cloud storage. For years, we have had issues with storing our information. What can we do? I think we should look at which of the cloud data we can use. I know the cloud security will be a problem because you know what to do around it. We need to work on it because trying to pile up things on in our system will not work. If that system's crash, the hard disk cannot fetch up all of our data. The data will be wiped up. But cloud data, maybe OneDrive or whatever, we can pay yearly and have it running. We can pay yearly together with Microsoft 360 or whatever it is. I don't think that money can kill us. At any point in time, even we don't pay for our subscription. At any point in time, we pay for our subscription, we can still get access our data that we have already stored in there. I think we should take it seriously this time, so that even when we even need pictures for events and all that, we can put it up there. We can subscribe as much as 1 terabyte, which we cannot even exhaust maybe in another 2 or 3 years. Please, let's take it seriously and work with it. IT Guru is our president, and I expect much more from us on the IT aspect. Thank you.
Thank you, Yazan and and we call it a day.
Okay, my president, notes on that package put in place. What is left for us now at this implementation stage? As we are implementing this plan, I think we are forgotten about the committee, the standing committee that is supposed to monitor and evaluate this particular program for the next 5 years. So that committee also should be held responsible, so that, okay, we'll have 5 years strategic plan. We'll have to monitor this strategic plan. We have to evaluate how far we have gone, and then know whether we are on track or not. We have a committee that is supposed to be monitoring this. And that committee, I don't think And in fact now, we have mentioned that committee, so that members will know people in that committee that are supposed to be monitoring and evaluating the committee plan, so that we can be on the same page. So these people that so that responsibility, name there, so that we know them and we can hold them responsible.
And then we'll take our AG prior speak to that.
Thank you, my president. Yes, thank you, my president, and fellow Rotarians in the house. I just want to speak about the club accounts, the signatories to the club accounts in the first day. But during the whole year, I was the secretary, and I always receive alerts. But basically, I think I didn't do much of the alerts that I received compared to when the SA and the treasurer received alerts. Be able to capture the. So today I'm taking out my secretary as SA to bank, according to Rotary. But he's saying the SA will not receive alerts. And I think it has helped in 1 week now for me to be able to capture and enhance the treasurer's capturing of the SA. So I think it's good the SA receives alerts too. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rotary and Martin, for that. AG, duly noted, I'll speak to SA in a bit.
My medical president. Again, I want to join others to appreciate the policy that developed strategic plan for the club. As well. And that is the club, the direction, which I think is a vision. However, in that direction, I've seen that the club's opportunity of serving beyond creating leaders beyond the club level is not included. This club is 20 years old, and by now we should have a strategic plans that will portray you as a club that wants to produce the teaching, either in once in 7 years, once in 8 years, once in 5 years. And that's an approach that every club member would work towards it. And I think that's a little intentionally. And by now, you should see a lot of you who are aspiring to become these governors. And there are many in this world.
Amen. Amen.
So please, let us include as part of it to build leaders beyond club level. Thank you.
Thank you so much, AG, for that. Rotary and Favor, thank you for the cloud storage thing. We'll look into it. We can start with maybe 3 options possibly, and then upgrade. A committee exists before, but according to this plan, we need to reconstitute the committee and bring in 2 members. Right now, it's just past president. In 2 members that will join that committee will have been set up and an update around the conciliation payments and things like that. As an IT professional, there is a solution that will come on board very soon that will resolve all our SA issues. All our SA issues. Potentially, yes, it's going to resolve, because of what the media doing, it will resolve all our SA issues. It will be so well that other clubs want to adopt it. So basically, so that is my AG would review your committee. We do have leadership beyond the district, beyond the club in there, but I'm not sure this is to teach, but we'll go back and review and then do the needful trials, and that is concerned. Thank you so very much. We've come to the end of this meeting. At this point, I'd like to move for the adjournment of this meeting. Move a motion for the adjournment of this meeting. Rotary Martin.
Thank you, my president.
Go for the adjournment of this meeting. Thank you. Who's seconding with you? We have to balance it to let a woman do it. We have so many beautiful women. My IPP, too much bigger. So let's call Rotary Ellie. I've not seen her. Yes. The IPPC has to tell you that she always come.
How many times?
How many times did you come this year?
Multiple. Commit yourself. Commit yourself now. How many times?
Thank you so very much. So I've come to the end of this meeting. Thank you so very much. I appreciate everyone for staying to this particular point in time. We don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. Oh. Reminder.